One more round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. We're now going to invite our CEO, Kganki Matabane, to set the scene, to share with us what are the real concerns that worries us as the organization with regards to BE, so that by the time the commissioner make a presentation, she's got a sense in terms of what keeps us awake. But before the commissioner comes, immediately, I won't even come to the stage. I will invite a colleague to introduce our sponsor. Immediately after Kganki Matabane, who's going to be introducing our sponsor, I will invite our colleague to introduce our sponsor, to make few sponsorship remarks. West Coal has made this event possible. We cannot not allow them an opportunity to speak, especially that they are black-owned company. So, CEO, take the stage, but I will invite a colleague to come and introduce. I think Mr. Mkwena Pule, you will do the introduction of the sponsor. Thank you very much.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
And thank you very much, Program Director. And colleagues, we'd just like to apologize. You know, we're in the new dawn. We start on time. But unfortunately, there were some people who did not RSVP. That's why we had to try and get extra chairs. So in future, let's RSVP on time, so that we can make a proper provision. Those who came early will have seen that I think we're provided for like 50 people or so, but I think almost double the number came, which is appreciated, yes. But I think for planning purposes, let's try and RSVP on time, so that we don't inconvenience one another. Acting President Musina and the Treasurer General Cindy, who's sitting there, the Head of Policy. I see the stalwarts, some of the stalwarts are here. I see Tommy. Brother Tommy is sitting here. Brother Tommy, welcome. Also welcome Commissioner Ntuli. We've been having a relationship with you, which is very progressive. Other members who are here and the friends of the Black Business Council, we are very positive that you are busy organizing your checks to join us. We will be sending you some membership forms to join. The sponsor, West Coal, thank you very much. We have started a journey with West Coal that is going to take us and take them to a different level of transformation. The reason why we've arranged this session, we arranged more than I think 4 sessions per month with different stakeholders and leaders. We had one with the Minister of Higher Education. There's one that is coming next week with the Minister of Public Enterprises. The intention for us is to have an engagement, but that engagement is a purposeful engagement to then look at the implementation of the laws that are here and the regulations and say, are they serving the purpose that they are made for? And then if they are not serving the purpose, let's do something. Let's change them for the better. Because we are now sitting here 24 years down the line, and the transformation progress that has been made is not what was envisaged. So how do you change and accelerate the transformation that is supposed to happen? You do that by then calling the people who are implementing and people who are running the show to come and say, let's look at this one and say, is this one working? Is this one not working? If it's not working, then let's do something about it. So we will call the commissioner to focus specifically on understanding the status and the state of transformation in the country. Are we there? Are we getting there? Will we be sitting here 50 years down the line talking the same language? Or will things change? And then these sessions are very, very critical and important for us as the Black Business Council. Because the reason why we're existing is because we're an advocacy group. So we advocate and engage government, social partners, businesses international formations to ensure that the policy that is being formulated and developed and implemented supports the purposes of the Black Business Council, to also ensure that the Black people play the meaningful role in the economy, in the running of the economy, in the managing of the economy, in the controlling of the economy. Hence, we are worried about what is happening, sometimes called the fronting. Sometimes it happens in a blunt way that everyone can see, but I think majority of the time is happening in a very sophisticated way. And some of us in this room may be involved in the fronting exercises that are happening here. We also exist to unify Black business. So we are here to be the voice of Black business in the country, to unify the Black business formations in the country. And we also are here to ensure that Black business participate meaningfully in the economy. And I'm sure all of you may be aware that BBC have been in the media for wrong reasons. We're working on that. We're working on restoring the confidence in the organization. The internal processes that are dealing with the issues that have been raised. We've been, myself in particular, I've been engaging with businesses, West Coal being one of them, to talk about what the BBC is doing, to sell the BBC, but also to say how can we work together as ourselves and business in the country. And as such, I would like to thank West Coal for the sponsorship, and also invite the other companies that are here. I'm here, I'm sitting here, so we can have a discussion after this session to say how can we work together as the BBC and business. Because for me, we're supposed to be a thought leadership organization, and we must be driven by research, but that research needs to be funded by someone. So we are calling for organizations to come and work with us so that we can research and drive the agenda of the organization and of their country through researched and well thought out position papers. So we're calling you to support us. We are here, we want to work with you. And then we also want to know from the commissioner some few things. I think, as I've mentioned, the status of transformation since the commission was established, the transformation of the JSE listed companies. They've been doing studies on that. The application of the codes on mainly fronting. And we also like to hear the commissioner talking about the once empowered, always empowered. It's a very, very serious issue for the Black Business Council. We think if it gets allowed, other sectors may then jump into the bandwagon and say, but we also want to be once empowered, always empowered, which then means that you may never have transformation in the country, because I'll go and get my domestic worker and a gardener and so on, sell them a steak, and then frustrate them so that they can get out, and then I'm always empowered, and then you can't do anything about it. So we should fight it. We should not let it go and happen. And the other issue, we are 24 years in democracy, but most of the Black business are still characterized as small businesses. I'm sure when transformation was started, it was not meant to have 26% as a maximum, or to have Black business being small forever. We need to have big businesses that are Black. And we now and then we miss opportunities. Like we've missed an opportunity when the renewable energy sector started. We should have, I think government should have given Black business the licenses so that whoever comes to come and fit in. If you bring in the money, it's fine, bring the money, but it should have been driven by Black business. But now we find ourselves in a situation where we even have a new organization called the Black Professionals in the Energy Sector. which is fighting the battles that we started fighting pre-1994. So we're losing opportunities that we shouldn't be losing by starting a black organization, a black-run firm, and owning the sectors. Like there's an opportunity now that is going to come with the spectrum for those ones who are in the ICT environment. If that spectrum is not given to black people are also again going to be invited, and they are never going to play a meaningful role. So for us, I think the spectrum should be given to a black company. Black company then invite other players to come in and play at the terms of the black company, not the other way around. So, Commissioner, we commit to work with you and the Commission and your team, and then government as well to make sure that we eliminate all sorts of fronting. It's our responsibility to make sure that sophisticated or otherwise types of fronting, we have to deal with them honestly as the Black Business Council, because that is taking us back many years as we are sitting. Colleagues, we hope you're going to have a robust, respectful, and constructive discussions with the Commissioner and everyone who's here today. And welcome again once more. And please, I'm sitting here, let's talk. We need your support. Thank you very much.